We begin with a weather impact alert as San Diegans feeling the effects of this week's second round of rain. Thanks for being here at 11. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Nada Iranpour. San Diego, starting off this Wednesday with wet roads. Also, though, a short break from the rain right now, in fact. So let's see what's going on. Of course, the early morning hours is a whole different story.
Right.
And then you look outside and you're like, it rained?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Always how it goes.
The wind was crazy, too.
Right.
We are now enjoying a little bit of a drier stretch. That's not to say that we will not have any wet weather in the afternoon hours, but it is to say that we will have a lot less of the wet weather than we saw earlier today. It did take until the last hour or so for us to see any actual clearing take shape, especially south of the 8 freeway. And now you can see how we even have those clouds starting to break apart. Live look outside. This is from La Jolla, almost a cloudless midpoint to the afternoon. But we are here at the 11 o'clock hour seeing a fair amount of blue out there and some cumulus clouds. Sunset not coming our way until 5:37, and with it around sunset, we should have a beautiful end of the day. Just some passing clouds by then. Clouds reconvene past sunset, and we should start to see that chance for rain climb once again. Yes, we are not completely done with this storm. We've got another day of rain that will take us to our 4th consecutive day of rain tomorrow. Winter weather advisory remains over our local mountains. We've been picking up on plenty of snow up toward elevations above about 5,000 to 6,000 feet, our highest in San Diego. This is in effect until Friday at 9 a.m. Countywide, we've got that in the mountains, but you can see how toward the mountains to the north of us, it's a little bit more severe of a winter storm warning to watch for. Coming up, we're going to talk about the wind dying down. That was a huge thing this morning, was those winds howling across the county, palm fronds decorating the roads. So coming up, we will be talking about where our wind goes for the rest of the day and the week, what that rain will look like for tomorrow, because we'll get more of it. And of course, we'll take a look at that 7-day forecast and let you know what to expect into the upcoming weekend. Back to you.
Evan, thank you very much. So, Evan, of course, tracking the storm as we've been talking about. We do want to bring you team coverage in the meantime. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal will be joining us live to show us conditions where she is. But first, let's send it over to Jenny Day to show us what's been going on. Looks like some trees, limbs there broken behind you, Jenny.
Wet and windy, and the trees come down, right?
It's so true. We are just seeing the effects of this storm. We were actually under a wind advisory all morning long. It thankfully has since expired, but we felt winds around 20 to 30 mile per hour with 50 mile per hour gusts, and it did take this tree down. We are at the intersection of Santa Fe and Stafford Drives here in Encinitas. This is a neighborhood, so it really could have had a much different outcome. Thankfully, this tree fell away from the home, but you see here, it smashed the mailbox, and there was an American flag there, but they are slowly working to clean this up. The homeowner tells me that it was a 30-foot pine tree that's been in their front yard for 20 years. It was a tree house. You might be able to see that platform there, but yeah, the roots were just pulled from the ground. We do often see this more often with eucalyptus trees. They can really snap like twigs in this kind of wind. They are light and thin and don't have a deep root system. And you know it, we have received a lot of rain for our San Diego standards, so the ground is saturated and weak, making down trees even more possible today. We saw a lot of branches on the roadway, just in our drive from Kearny Mesa to Encinitas. You may see a ton of branches across the street there too. Just a whole lot of cleanup underway. Good time to remind you to report storm damage on the San Diego City's Get It Done app. Encinitas has their own as well. And then the county has something similar called Tell Us Now. They say it's the fastest way to report problems and get them resolved.
Wind has just been crazy. I mean, waking up at night and hearing it howling, and then I came out and I saw that this tree had fallen across and had already been cut up, so wild.
Yeah, I think the wind, 2 nights ago there was lightning and thunder. It's just been crazy. It's like a party in the sky here in Encinitas, so kind of cool for Southern California, but it is unfortunate when you see things like this. I'm sure there's lots of trees down all over. Right.
Yeah, there indeed are. So good attitude from them. You can see kind of what's left of this tree that fell. Hopefully it got a lot of good years with that tree house. But professionals, experts tell us that you really should have the trees around your property assessed every 2 to 3 years, and then have them well maintained as well so that they're not top heavy. Other things to look for too, if they are leaning significantly or if there are cracked areas near the roots, that may be signs that it is a problem. But yeah, it's just beautiful out here now, but definitely had some strong winds and wet weather. Guys, back to you.
Jenny, thank you very much for bringing that to us. Let's talk also about the cleanup happening in other parts of San Diego.
Yeah, CBS 8's Kelly Hustedall live in Balboa Park. More on the aftermath of last night's storm. There's going to be some cleanup out there, I'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a very busy week so far for crews across San Diego. So yes, a lot of cleanup is happening here at Balboa Park. In fact, crews started at around 6 this morning. Take a look at some video. We have video of cleanup crews as they were making their way around the park, picking up debris and branches. They tell me last night's storm actually wasn't quite as bad as Monday's, that the wind wasn't as strong, but still they had a lot of work to do today. Now, fortunately, there were no reports of any downed trees here at the park, but as you heard Jenny say, the ground is very wet, so there's always that concern. But meanwhile, the rain came down hard early this morning during the morning commute. Now in Chula Vista, the storm caused big problems on the Blue Line. MTS says a tree fell about a half a mile north of the E Street station, disrupting service right around 6 a.m. And then as crews were working on cleaning that up, a second tree fell. So a lot going on. The Blue Line runs between the UTC Transit Center in La Jolla through downtown San Diego to the border, including National City and San Ysidro. MTS tells me the Blue Line South trains were forced to a single track around tree branches at multiple locations. There were several crossings out of service, which compounded the delays. But fortunately, though, everything was restored by 7:30 this morning. So back out here live, MTS says delays between trains were a little longer than usual, but again, everything is back up and running as usual. So hopefully the evening commute, that is, will run smoothly. Back to you.
Kelly, thanks for the update out there. New video this morning showing several palm trees on fire in North County. Look at this. Wow, this happened Monday night on Highland Valley Road. Powe firefighters say there were reports of possible lightning strikes during the storm. They assisted San Diego Fire Rescue and the Escondido Fire Department to put it out. But what a sight to see those palm trees just ablaze. Now, as always, you can find an extended weather forecast on the CBS 8 app. Stream right now for free.